is a very interesting day because I'm in Italy and we are going to do a new episode of Most Sexiest Vespa Workshops. We are going to visit one of the big players of the Vespa business, and it is Polini. Let's see if somebody is at home. Ciao.
Hello, ciao.
Sono Jesco, piacere.
Simon, nice to meet you. Welcome in Polini.
Yes, thanks a lot. I'm really happy to be here.
Okay, I propose a coffee before to start the tour of the company. What do you think?
Coffee is always a perfect plan.
Okay.
I'm sitting here with Simon Polini, the marketing director of Polini. Can you tell us something about Polini?
For me, Polini is always a family company, but now we have 90 employers that work with us, and we have this location, and we have one shop in Bergamo, a family shop. We work in the world of scooter, maxi scooter, Vespa, moped, and we have in the catalog, I think that more than 5,000 items. The company was founded from Franco, Carlo and Piero Polini. My father is Franco, so I'm one of the part of the family.
I'm very happy now to sit here with one of the founders of Polini, who can tell us a bit about the history and the origins of the company. Would you be so kind to introduce yourself?
Sono Polini Piero, l'ultimo dei tre fratelli. I am Piero Polini, and I am the youngest of the three Polini brothers. My journey into this world all began with the deep passion and enthusiasm that I developed over time while I was racing with my beloved motorcycle. Basically, my brothers acted not only as mechanics, but also as preparers for my bike. And from there, we transitioned gradually from racing to Vespas, then to all kinds of scooters and various other vehicles. And we started creating everything we have today.
So that means all of the company, of the Polini company, started from racing?
Allora, se vogliamo tornare indietro un passo. So if we want to go back a step, there was my father first, but maybe this should have come first. My father was a cyclist. We got involved later by doing all these modifications and working on these developments. This has led us to all these bicycles and related gear that we are preparing today and various other equipment che noi stiamo preparando al giorno d'oggi.
So, in which year did you decide to have your own company, the own trademark Polini?
Allora, l'anno. So the year, I don't remember the exact details, but I can certainly say that when I first embarked on my journey into the world of racing, it was during the vibrant and transformative era of the 1970s. This was a time filled with innovation and excitement but my father had started 45 fixing bikes. It all took place after the 70s, when I was racing motorcycles and I won the tournament, 3 Italian titles as Italian champion. And then from there, little by little, we moved from enduro bikes to scooters and street bikes.
Our tradition is go faster with high quality and performance. But honestly, in this year, we are really concentrated not only for the spare part or special part, only for tuning, but for replacement the original. So we have 3 different lines: the original, scooter team for race, and evolution. Okay. So the guys can choose really what the performance you want.
When and why did you decide to do also scooter parts and scooter racing?
Tutto questo inizia alla fine della mia carriera, at the end of my career, when I stopped racing. We were very skilled and experienced in preparing motorcycles, and we thought to ourselves, why not also try to prepare a scooter as well? Because back then, there was the Vespa 83, a popular model at the time, that was really popular. That was going, they already had some competitions, and so we started working on one. Scooter, prepare a motorbike, make a muffler, and nothing. From there, everything kind of started, right? It started as a game, but then it became a business. The Vespa 125, which is still very popular today, was the 125. Both the exhaust, the clutch, and the cylinder. After that, the 50 came out, the Ciao was born, and all the various mopeds came along. But the very first one was the Vespa Leti 3. Però primo in assoluto è stato il Vespa Leti 3.
For us, the Vespa is very important because we are a Vespa shop, yeah, and we are selling Vespa parts. And it's, of course, everybody who has a Vespa or wants to modify a Vespa knows Polini from the beginning. Yeah? And it's very interesting to hear that also the Vespa was very important for Polini themselves. But I think you also have a pretty new field you're working in, which is also very important for Polini. I'm talking about e-bikes.
Yes, 8 years ago we started with a new project. It's an electric engine for e-bike, because for us it started like a play, but in the end we arrive in the market, and every year growing up step by step. It's really important for have a foot in another word, but it's really important to understand how is the possibility for the market in the future. But honestly, it's another part of the company, and we want to continue to develop the engine for scooter, Vespa.
Yeah. I saw there are a lot of family members working at Polini. So that means the company is still run by the family. I think you're very happy that the next generation is now taking over the ship, or are you still in charge of everything, and how are you going to plan for the future?
Diciamo che la nostra fortuna, let's say our luck is that we are three brothers who have always gotten along. Now the grandchildren have stepped in and everything is going great. I would say that for now it's going really well. By the way, I have a daughter who is only 18 years old. Maybe once she finishes school, she could come here too, and the family will definitely grow. Let's see, di sicuro aumenta. Vediamo.
You made a really big and famous company with these tuning parts for a lot of companies. We want to see everything and want to see how it starts with a new product until it leaves Polini, and of course we want to see all the facilities you have here for developing. It looks really, really amazing. Okay, where are we going?
Okay, we go in the technical department. Here is the office where born all our product, and there is the engineer that work in the computer, design, and after we have very lucky because downstairs we have a part where we can produce the molders or the prototype for our parts.
That means here at these computers all products begin.
All our 5,000 items that I can show, you can show in my catalog.
Okay.
Here start to take a design and.
The idea is, or it's realized here at the computer, and then they can see if the mechanics mount it properly.
Yes, there is a test like in the officina,
okay.
Classic officina, and we test one by one and we adjust. Sometimes it's not the first prototype that is perfect, but we can continue to development.
So should we go there next to the officina?
Okay.
Grazie. This is a very amazing room because it looks very clean and very high-end.
It's clean, but it's a bit of chaos for me, always.
This is already chaos.
But it's beautiful because it's normal, so you can find Vespa engine, scooter engine, some material for test. bicycle.
And so here, every product is mounted and tested if it works like it should. And you have, I think, 3 places where you can put the scooters.
We have 4 places where we can put the scooter,
yeah.
And we have a 4 bank of test because it's important to test on the bank, and sometimes when we have opportunity, we go to test on the track race. For example, here there is a work in progress. We stay to prepare some particular news from the Yamaha booster or Yamaha Aero. So you can understand that if you see the booster now, there is always something to development.
But and I like this because we also have, usually we call it a dyno, but ours is not so big and we do not have so many possibilities as you have, because it's cooled and there's a brake.
The test is with the man on board, okay, because it's important to simulate the street. And the temperature of this is always the same temperature when we start in the morning and we finish in the evening.
I would like to have one of those. Very good. And you have 4 of the same ones, or
no,
are
it's
they
not
for
only
different
the
purpose?
same. In this case, there is no engine, but here is the bank for test only the engine without transmission, with connection directly to the crankshaft. So it's important for find the maximum horsepower.
You have also a test bench for the Paramotor.
Yes, it's outside in this case because it's loud and with the propeller.
I hear a lot of propellers for the planes, different.
There is one of this bank inside, and this is outside.
And you always keep on continuing developing these engines?
Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes.
Okay. How many different engines do you have for?
We have 80 cc, 130, 190, 202, 260, and 303 cc. Okay. And it's more important because every year we go to the race with this engine too, and for many years we win a world championship of Paramotor.
World championship?
Yeah, yes, there is a world championship that is a really famous sport.
And this inside here is an endurance test? You test how if it lasts for a long time?
It's a test from 100 hours.
Ah, okay. For 100 hours?
Yes.
I think it's very important that everything that goes through the air is tested very well.
Yes, it's really important to have a best of quality. We go up.
Okay. Wow.
So we are in one of the 2 warehouses. Every warehouse has 4,400 square meters. In this place arrive the material. Arrive from this door.
Okay.
This is a check of quality, and after there is all the location of the goods.
So here is the raw material for your products.
Yes.
That means it arrives there, you check the quality, then you assemble it, and then it goes to the customer. Here,
for example, you see the piston, the iron, the cylinder, the header, all the material heavy you can find here. Like example, I can show you. Cylinder Malaguti F10.
Okay.
Here we can do a lot of work, some assembling here or some preparation of the material, because, for example, all the CVT of the variator, we balance one by one.
Ah, can we see this?
Here we balance all the CVT, all the variator, or the clutch, because it's really important that this part is perfectly balanced or don't have vibration. Yeah. So Ivan can show us one of these tests. And when it's green, it's correct.
Here you can do the laser printing.
This is the cover for the silencer.
Yeah.
And this is the machine for laser.
It's cool. That means you do all the laser printings in-house here.
Yes. Because it's important for the people that receive our material that is branded Polini.
Yeah.
It's really important. In this place, we have different locations. In this situation today, all the guys prepare the CVT variator. You can find here.
Okay. So here are every cylinder, every clutch kit, and everything is assembled here.
Yes.
Okay.
All one by one. But I think that really interesting for you is to see our place where we assembling all the carburetor.
Yes, yes. Polini is producing their own carburetors, which is not easy because everything must be very precise. And here I think everything is assembled and also the quality control takes place here. Okay, what we see now is
Non è così allora.
here you press in all the connections of the carburetor.
All this connection you can press here with this machine.
Okay.
And after we start building the carburetor. So the first step is to put the floating, and really important for us is first to check the line
height of the floater.
And after, really important, after this operation, we test one by one for check the pressure, because it's really important that we know, okay, this is good, can continue to close.
So this is the quality check you do now here.
It's really important, the quality check of this material too. We have the machine with particular
kind of welding? Or?
Kind of welding.
Okay.
And after we go to do the pressure with the water to be sure that it's perfectly closed. In the end, we can test the pressure of this floating too with this machine. And now I can show you. We change the program with the same system of the carburetor. You show the floating, it's here. We can close and we test the floating too. So it's important that the floating
it's completely sealed.
Yes, because it's really particular, but in Europe too, we have a different type of gasoline.
Every part in the carburetor needs to be resistant to the European gasoline.
Not only European, because Polini sell in 60 countries in the world.
Everything is assembled here in-house and immediately tested and quality controlled, which is, I think, a very good thing.
Here we can finish the carburetor, and you can show one of this carburetor is completely closed. Our carburetor, it's really important to know that we start from
19?
15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 24, but all the carburetor have the same body. And different to the other, inside to the basket, there is a possibility to have more gasoline, so it's more easy to adjust the carburation.
So what is happening here?
3 different location or position. Here we're building the engine door for paramotor, mini bike, and the electric engine for a bike. Here you can show one of our engine on the paramotor.
So this is how it looks completely assembled.
Yes, and you can sit here and you can fly.
This is a seat, yeah?
Yes, this is the seat. And after you have a wing.
So you have the wing here, and you sit in here, and then this is everything you need to fly. So this is the case?
Yes, this is 130, 130, giusto?
202.
202.
And you only sell it completely assembled, or is it also possible to buy every single part?
No, completed. This
Completely.
engine is only completed because it's important for us that we finish to assembling, we test one by one.
Very important, the quality check.
Yes.
Okay. And here's a mini bike.
Here you can find the mini bike.
And you can turn it around, and then you have
Yes.
all the
If you
bolts
show
here
here-
and the screws.
For example.
Okay. So that means everything you see here
Yes.
happens in this place.
Usually the mini bike starts with two parts of the frame, and after you put the engine. I find one more.
This is a whole engine. It's not bad. You can take out the engine with one hand. Yeah? So it's really lightweight. How much horsepower does it have?
I think this is 4.2.
4.2.
4.2.
This is cool for such a small engine. Maybe let's move on over there, because you showed us something very interesting this morning.
Okay.
Can you explain what's happening here?
Okay. Here is the line where we produce the AP3 Plus engine for electric bicycle, and in this step we are ready for prepare the case with the gasket, but it's all automatic. Every engine we have a situation very clear of the part inside to the engine. So every part have a code number, and we know which part is inside to this engine. So we put the gear with the grease. Now we put the engine. It's really important to have a really correct line of the two parts of the casing. Meter. This is for you.
This is a complete ready product now. Grazie. Very nice. Very quick, very cool machines to assemble everything, right?
See, it's a beautiful of our engine that the performance is incredible, because it's our traditional. The people who know Polini want a performance, so it's important in this world too to have a feeling of the pedals, and it's important the torque, because we start from 75 Newton torque and we arrive to 90 different model, and it's really important to have a high quality and high performance.
Simon, where are we going now?
Now in the first level of the warehouse, here is the place where we building our model of all our production. We work the carburetor, we work the belt.
That means for every product you sell, the molds are made in-house.
Or the prototype, it's made in-house.
Okay, so let's see it.
Okay, it's a new product. It's the case of Piaggio Zip. You can see here the model.
And this is all made by you here. And you send it, for the fusion, you send it away.
After come back, we work and we are assembling here.
Here is where the casings of the carburetors are reworked, that every hole is in the right position.
You can show here. Here is the machine that works the complete carburetor. Imagine that all our body is 32 work, and it means 6 minutes for each carburetor.
And it does everything automatically.
Everything automatic. When finished, there is the hand of the robot that cleaning, washing and dry the carburetor.
Can we show this?
Yes, we must wait a little bit.
now we're waiting for the next one.
Yes.
So what do we see here?
The belt, and you can see how much is heavy.
Yes, of course. This is the raw iron, yeah, where it was made from.
And this all the work.
Okay. This is after CNC machining.
After CNC and after the treatment.
This is a heat treatment to make it strong, yeah? To make it hard.
It's beautiful for me
Yeah.
to see the difference.
Yeah. Okay. Where we go now is
The warehouse.
the complete product is in stock before it's going to be shipped to, for example, the.
See, like on the left, the carburetor.
That's interesting. I think we saw everything about this.
Yes.
Yeah? Because we saw the construction, we saw the testing, we saw the machining and assembling, and now it's completely ready to be installed. You can buy it now. How many products do you have here?
More than 5,000 items.
5,000, that's really
Yes.
a lot.
You can see here all the power kit,
These are all cylinders.
all cylinders, heat, cylinder and piston. And here,
crankshafts.
CVT variator,
Okay. For the belt drives, the clutch. Here mufflers, okay.
muffler, a lot of space.
Small spare parts or something like this. Okay. Also for automatic scooters, the clutch. Simon, very interesting. Thanks a lot for the walk around.
I can show you a special project.
I see the Golden Vespa.
Our best Vespa that we have in the company, I call Gold Vespa 23 karat because we're building this Vespa like with the lift of the
Gold leaves, yeah? Or
it's very thin.
gold foil or something like this, yeah?
Yes, you can show here.
Yes, but maybe the camera can see it. Here there are lanes where you can see the leaves. So it's completely covered with gold.
Yes, 23 karat.
Simon, thanks a lot. I saw really lots of interesting things, and I really liked what I see because you do very many things in-house. You have, of course, the idea here. You do the development, you do the testing, you also do the molds in-house.
Yes.
You do the quality control, the reworking, the assembling, nearly everything in-house.
It's important, I explained before, the know-how is inside to the company. This is really important.
100% everything comes from Italy.
Yes.
This is really amazing, and of course I really like to hear him saying we are going to continue with Vespa parts. It's very important. I hope we will sell a lot of Polini parts in the future.
I'm sure.
Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
And
to be sure that continue to invest, and we wait to EICMA for show you a new product.
That's a good promise.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. And you, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the bell, and see you next time.